I pour my shame into pages of notebooks, and I pour my rage onto stages in dark rooms, because these are the phases of dissection. A limerence confession. I therapize, but it's deflection, because still I bruise like blooms touched too hard. Crush, pluck, soft flesh scarred. Soft petals, detached from the stem, scattered, left on graveyards. I've no bones left. They've all been collected, this loving cadaver viscerally vivisected. My guts poured out, yo, I thought I was protected, but the truth will out. This fool who took your words for proof, then you threw me the book, punished with impunity. Where was the unity? I thought you loved me like cooked food, but you were just hungry. Left me starving, but nourishment not given, and me and my empathy, I kept on forgiving. In retrospect, I strained for your sight, didn't see that you stained me in shadows, because all I saw were blue skies and rainbow brights. If only foresight had been present instead. I'm left with hindsight and presence, because I was your sunlight and you were my rain, falling on me, absent and grey. You used me to soak up your pain, because I was the one who refracted your lack of colour. Meanwhile, you're spilling your shadows over so many others. I floated away from this body in disassociation, because I was too deep in the second stage of crystallization. My glasses coloured a rich rosy tint and all seemed golden, comforting like tea peppermint that we take to comfort belly aches, and how my body ached after you loved me. I didn't know the difference or how you fooled me with the pain and the pleasure. So deep in your thrall, my capacity for defensive measures was countermanded, because you went in hard and gave yang to my yin, soothed the shame of my sins. You made me believe our souls were akin, but you lied, because all you wanted to do was win. And then I remember that you called me a gold digger when, check it, I'm the one that gave you the keys to the whip to the yard. You tried so hard. Okay. And I remember when you called me a gold digger, when, check it, I'm the one that gave you the keys to the whip to the yard. And you tried so hard to bombard me with disregard. You walking example of disharmony and discord. You wouldn't know love, even if it was poured after a drought as pure as the first rain sent from the source. And then you called me a whore. You claimed that I was impure, when the truth of the matter is you were the one who was flawed, with your horde of hoarded lovers that you scored into ranks carved into headboards. Because I was nothing more. I was nothing more than an ampersand on a never-ending list of punctuation marks separating your trysts. So yeah, I'm pouring my shame into pages of notebooks, and I'm pouring my rage onto stages in dark rooms, because these are the phases of dissection. A limerence confession. I therapize, but it's deflection, because still I bruise like blooms touched too hard. Crush, pluck, soft flesh scarred. Check it, I got track marks in my arms from addictions to limerence. I thought it was love. I should have been more rigorous. Thought I was the apex, but you were the predator. Like Clarice versus Lecter, my flesh to be devoured, deeply enmeshed, unaware of your power. Those ungentle fingers hiding behind tenderness, they plucked at my petals with expert deceptiveness. This rose you deflowered, this soil you soured, the blooms bruised in blue hues, purple too, it rained from you. And I believed that I was the fool when I was simply fueled to be consumed by you. This limerent, blinded by lust, trussed up like love, you the wolf in sheep's clothing, I the sacrificial dove. My soft body cooing in the palm of your hands, unknowing I would come to understand that one day you would wring my neck, leave bruises fresh, your hands opened and flowered around my neck. Then you leave me wrecked, racking and sobbing like a wretch, your brand of abuse etched into my flesh. Please excuse me, because right now I need to take a deep breath, because the marks, they fade, but the memories, they stay. My constant companions, comrades on a quest seeming with no ending. Sometimes the feelings are fleeting and I feel myself freeing. Then something triggers and I know I'm deceiving myself more than others, because I really wasn't over what happened at the hands of this fucker. So yeah, I'm pouring my shame into pages of notebooks, and I'm pouring my rage onto stages in dark rooms, because these are the phases of dissection. A limerence confession, I therapize, but it's deflection, because still I bruise like blooms touched too hard. Crush, pluck, soft flesh scarred. But I owe myself peace, not this trauma junkyard. Don't want to carry this pain anymore. Don't want to be a symphony of minor scores, carrying scars like scores, because I know I'm worth more. I refuse to be a victim, although I was victimized. I refuse to become a system of traumatic overrides, dysregulating my insides, and so all that's left are unanswered whys. Instead, I wielded my pen, transferred this pain so what happened to me would not be in vain. I took control of her story, alchemized history into bittersweet glory. And despite your best attempts, I stand here today. I am more than this body, more than this pain. I am more me than me previously because my resurrection was divinely ordained. So unfortunately, although now 1 in 3, I'm transmuting these nightmares into poetry because I'm pouring my shame into pages of notebooks, pouring my rage onto stages in dark rooms, sharing the phases of dissection. So thank you for listening to this former limerence confession. Thank you.